All right, my beautiful friends, here we go. Post-market wrap-up on this day. Thursday. Yeah, it's still Thursday. February 28, 2019. Let's take it from the top. Stocks finished in the negative across the board. Nothing major. But still in the negative, despite some pretty lofty effort to prop it up. Let's talk about the propaganda a little bit. Number one, with regard to propping it up, we get this fake number floated out, this GDP of 2.6, which among itself is really not that great. But of course, again, if you strip out government spending, it's just over 1.6. You will not hear that from the president or anybody else who's trying to push the narrative that our economy is so strong. But what they are talking about here, again, is yet another record high with regard to personal debt. American citizens, I posted this earlier today. I think insanity is a disease which people seem to be catching. Either that or they're just living so far beyond their means, or they're borrowing just to make ends meet. Another record high with regard to debt. Is this supposed to be a good thing? The consumer is strong. You know how you can tell? Because they're buried beyond their eyeballs in debt. Number two, we've been hearing about this for at least a month, maybe longer, but now it's starting to go mainstream. What the hell am I talking about? You know, I'm laughing here, but it's very sad. It's the truth. Auto loan defaults are skyrocketing. So let's see. How does this work? Maybe you can explain this to me, because I just don't get it. The average American citizen is now in more debt than they have ever been. They are now defaulting on their loans. But our economy is off the Richter scale strong. The consumer themselves are strong. Am I missing something here? Look, this is the propaganda, okay? And I cannot say this another way. We're not adding any jobs. I don't care what other websites you might hear this from or the mainstream. You know, look, the mainstream's narrative is we're adding jobs. We're not adding shit. Okay, these are temporary positions because debts and deficits are exploding off the Richter scale, like I've been explaining for the longest time. You know that. Look, it's a crazy, twisted illusion. That's all it is. Our economy is in shambles. We can't grow out. Our president said recently he expects us to grow out of this. The guy, I don't think he drinks, but maybe he does, or maybe he's high, smoking something, you know, it's illegal now, right? Or some other kind of twisted thing that's going on. I have no idea, like in a dungeon, maybe he's engaging in some kind of bizarre sexual ritual. Let's talk about sexual ritual real quick, now that I'm on the topic. So Kudlow here, with his, this morning, they really tried to prop up the market with this one. When he came out and he said that trade talks with China were orgasmic, fantastic, it didn't work. It's not working. And I think the market's trying to catch on, or is catching on to what's going on. It's not real. It's not real. But what is real here is the suffering of the middle class, the devastation of the middle class, the decimation of the middle class, the evaporation of the middle class, and the near extinction right now of the middle class. Never in history, never before, because again, we just hit a record high with regard to debt, individual debt. Never before in history has the middle class been so burdened with debt. If they weren't taking on all of this debt right now, where do you think the middle class would be? Duh! We'd be at the lower end. There wouldn't be a middle class. To be a member of the middle class means you need to be buried in debt beyond your eyeballs, so much so that you're defaulting on your loans. But then you're told, oh, middle class is doing great. Look at the GDP number. People, you can't make this stuff up. I said earlier, I think it was earlier today, look, my brain's getting a little twisted. People should write this down. Let's start writing this stuff down. It's too much. I'm laughing about it, but it's pathetic what's going on. But, you know, oh no, it's great. Everything is, you know how great it is, don't you? Yes. Strong as ever. Our economy is the greatest in the world. We're a beacon of light. And then we woke up. And it's just disgusting. Anyway, with that said, I would love to hear from you. How many of you here honestly believe? Let's put party affiliation. Let's move it out of the way. Okay. What I want from every one of you is to declare right now. In fact, we'll do this together at the end of the video. So hold on a moment. Just forget that. We'll do this at the end together. It's going to be fun. How many of you believe that the middle class is rip-roaring strong right now? And how many of you believe our economy is really as strong as we're being fist-fed or fist-fucked to believe that it's real? Hello? All right, look. Before we take a little declaration here, I want to say something else. I added a new free publication for you to download from my website, traderschoice.net. I hope you take advantage of these things. I now have 4 lovely free publications for you. They're really free. I want you to have a copy of all of them. Download all 4. Just make me happy so I can see my numbers go up. We're just over 52,000. I have given away over 52,000 now copies of my work for nothing, for free. I just want you to have it. It makes me feel good, you know? It's the truth. Now we're going to take our declaration right here and right now. We are going to no longer are we going to be a Republican or a Democrat. We're going to be human beings who are going to judge whatever politician is out there by what they stand for and what they're doing, not party affiliation, because it's the biggest lie, one of the biggest lies ever to be forced down the throats of people. It's a method of division. You want to be part of this party? Good for you. You want to be part of that party? Good for you. I want to be part of the human race, and I want you to join me in this party of human beings. Other than, I was just going to say something pretty vile. I will not do that. I will not. But I do love you. I really do. Now go download my freaking free ebooks for you. All right, there's a link in the description of this video. And I'm going to watch my numbers. I want to see them go up. That's all I ask for. And it's free. I'm giving you something for free. I love you guys and girls. I'll see you later.